the grilled lobster.
Thank you.
Oh, Chip is having a Christmas sweater fashion show.
Gangsta.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best one.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Is that a scarf that goes on it, or you just added that as a?
Yeah, I know it's actually attached to it.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
You guys have like,
So
you're
What is
amazing.
Kerinne?
Oh, look
Oh
at
my
Kerinne.
God.
What does Kerinne say?
oh,
David.
yes.
Yeah.
I love that sweater.
You guys have like a dozen of them, don't you?
I gotta start collecting Christmas sweaters.
We used to have more. Yeah, we brought it, a bunch of them down that one Christmas, but some of them were her roommates and some of them have gotten lost.
Well,
Or
people just
borrowed.
love them so much. Did you get them all at Goodwill at the same time?
I think this was like a Fred Meyer behind Walmart or something.
I love that one.
I know, I like that.
That's a
one.
great idea.
Oh. Now, sometime in the spring or summer, let's get together and have a Zoom call and make sweaters.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's hard to wear a sweater. Well, you can wear them at night though.
It's really fun painting on shirts.
It
We've
is.
done a few craft days doing that.
I
Yeah.
remember we went to Grandma Dorothy's house and did tie-dye. I think
Yeah,
that
and you
was
know,
like-
it was our sister Nancy who did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I met
So,
her.
Chip, say hi to Nancy when you go over.
So Chip, when you,
That one's Dorothy. Dorothy, do you remember the bridge?
The
We
one?
threw-
Oh, the bridge? Yeah.
We threw, we
Spread Nancy's ashes.
spread maybe is a better word.
Yeah.
dum-dum.
Because actually when we released the box and opened it up and the ashes went out, they kind of came up a little bit and then they had this, was like glowing, right, Dorothy?
It was like a pink
Yeah, it's very,
tone to it,
yeah. It was
which
cool.
is actually kind of a thing there on the Keys.
Yeah,
Oh,
The pink
okay. the
aura.
keys.
yeah.
Mhm. So it was cool.
We were a little worried about stopping on a bridge, but
There's no place you can pull over.
yeah. It was
Because that was her dying wish. She wanted her ashes spread off of one of the bridges in the Keys. So it's like
Yeah.
we drove around for a while looking for a spot.
we thought we had the first spot and then we went like, no, this isn't the spot. Let's go
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
spot. Better
Do
spot.
you have any advice for the Keys of places to go, things to eat? We never been.
I've only been there that one time for a few hours on a dark night.
Right.
late.
Well,
Oh.
I don't know. if you
Chip,
are-
the
Yeah,
Keys are known for a particular kind of crab sandwich.
that's true.
So, like everybody does their version, and so you should look that up.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food? It's crab.
Taking notes.
Yeah, but it's like a crab poor boy or something like that.
Oh.
And everybody does their own particular version, but the crabs there, because they're warm water crabs, are supposed to be absolutely spectacular. It's such a one time many years ago, Noelle and I went to the end of the Keys and she got in the water and swam.
Mm.
It's pretty dangerous, considering the currents, but you and Noelle are both really strong swimmers from all your years of swimming. So you got a lot of places to stop along the way to test
Yeah.
those crab sandwiches.
We're gonna do a day and a half, but we're gonna drive all the way down to the end. And yeah, well, obviously food's kind of like our number one.
The only thing I travel for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the food in Miami is awesome too.
It is.
Oh God, it's so Cuban. I
A
bet
lot
they'll
of
have a
stuff, yeah.
chef.
Cuban,
Don't you think they'll have a chef
Peruvian.
on the boat?
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah.
Room for any more passengers?
What?
Have room for any more passengers?
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're talking about with the doctor though, and like how rapid of tests are we talking?
Yeah, they said they're gonna give everybody in the boat tests, but it's like, okay, then, so we'll know once we leave, like if we're infected.
There's
I know.
some rapids now that are within a couple hours.
Yeah,
You can get access to them.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
not
as long as you just stay this far apart.
And wear your masks.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, you know, at least it's nice weather and hopefully nice weather and a boat.
Yeah, you'll be outside. And
Yeah, but
stuff.
remember, 70 feet is a really big ass boat.
Yeah.
Plenty of space for me.
That's
to-
like double the size
there.
of your house, the length of your house.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, she sent some pictures. It looks insane.
That's really what sold us was like,
10 people is what sold us.
yeah, 10 people on that boat. Because
Yeah.
what I was afraid of is that they're gonna want to go clubbing, you know, so we had the boat for like a couple hours, then they want to go to like the nightclub, which just, it seems so strange to me, thinking of they're doing that right now. So yeah.
but they're not really doing that, are they?
Going
Yeah,
to the nightclub, they are.
yeah, on the next day on the first, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I guess it's the whole thing of you're exiting your 70-foot yacht, but you can't even pull it up. Well, anyway, whatever.
Well, no, that's the next day. So the
Yeah.
New Year's Eve is the yacht, and then Space is on January 1st, which is like the #1 nightclub in Miami.
And very hard to get into. So,
But they have a table. It's only $5,000, and then you just have to buy booze too.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah.
yeah, but somebody's hosting the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
it's really
I
great
mean,
that Noelle's invited you guys because you get to see. I did that once many years ago with Noelle.
Well,
It's quite spectacular. I mean,
well,
just
with Noelle, it's either free and it's incredible, or it's way more expensive than you ever planned on. You know.
yeah,
We're going to this club, we're doing this. Okay, we have a table, and then like the check comes. It's like, okay, we're all splitting it, and it's like, oh my God, there was like 20 bottles of champagne. Like you need $200. Like what did I get myself into? So that happens too. Or Noelle, like, you know, gets let in free, but they stop you. It's like, no, like she can go in free, but like it's $100 for you. Okay.
We look homeless.
but that's not going to happen this time.
Yeah.
That's my next concern is I'm like, I don't have anything to wear.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen this time. Plus, the boat's big enough. You have a crew, so you're going to have a chef, and you're going to have someone to take care of stuff.
Plus, Kerinne, you're amazingly beautiful. You'll look good in anything you wear.
Absolutely, she'll be
Very-
stunning the whole time.
Yeah.
We actually just got your guys' like wedding announcement in the mail. And my husband, you know, he's like, oh my gosh, is that a red wedding dress? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's so pretty. I'm like, I know. So cute.
I know.
He's like, I've never seen one like that. I was like, me either, but it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, that was a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
really
thanks for
awesome.
sending me one, Chip. Thanks for
Yeah.
So cute.
We really lucked out with our photographer too. She's awesome. She's also my hairstylist and my friend.
Wow, she's a talented woman then. huh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was really small. There's only 5 of us, so.
Yeah, but it was nice. She was really able to like capture the day without it feeling like we were doing a photo shoot. Like she's just
Sure.
tagging along, having fun with us. So it was
Cool.
really, we're excited to share the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's romantic.
A lot of people are learning by those cards.
Yeah.
'Cause we haven't like posted it on Facebook or anything. We just haven't gotten around to it. So some people are learning. Yeah.
Hey, I'm officially Kerinne Reno.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thanks. Yeah, I got my social
Welcome.
security card and my driver's license.
It's such a hassle to do all that crap. so
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. And trying to do it during
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Because you have to give all the original documents in person, but you can't
In
do that. So
Yeah.
I just mailed them my driver's license and I was like, okay, I'm just not, hope I don't get pulled over.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they mailed it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I've only gotten that far. And then I actually realized last night when we were trying to book Miami that because my pre-check and my passport those have been updated, and my like Alaska account has it. So I'm gonna be traveling with my old ID and just like hoping that I don't get caught. That yeah. So
Yeah, I think they just have to match or whatever. I think that's what they look for.
Yeah.
yeah, I saved my old ID. So
I'd take your marriage license with you just in case, so you have.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, just it's gonna be weird enough at the airport that no one is paying too much attention.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to use my old passport and everything.
what kind of ID are you gonna take?
The name change is a hassle, and I'm never ever doing it again.
I think she's gonna take her passport, her old ID, the new ID.
I'll just bring all my IDs because I have old ones, because every time you change or you move,
Yeah,
you're supposed to get a new ID and they just send it to you, but they don't punch the old one.
yeah. Oh, right.
They don't check your, yeah. So
But
I'm
you have
just
a
gonna be,
Yeah, but you have a valid passport, right?
yeah, but it's, I mean, technically it is still valid, but it's my maiden name.
Oh, well, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
my maiden name is very, very long. And so it's not like you just like hold them up and be like, oh, no one's gonna notice. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring my German
Travel
passport.
under your old passport. You all you need is your passport. That's it.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was saying.
Don't
Yeah.
give them anything more, because then it just adds confusion. You know. They don't-
Well, I haven't been to an airport since February. I guess it was maybe, yeah, almost March. I was in Colombia. So, have any of you been in an airport? I guess.
I have.
Yeah.
I flew 3 times in November.
Bring your own food because there aren't any food vendors.
Yeah, a lot of, it depends on what airport you're at. Like the Detroit airport isn't currently selling like any alcohol or anything, and like all the food places, even Starbucks was closed.
Yeah.
But like in LA, they were like just doing drinks to go, and there was some like restaurants, but you couldn't order from a person, you had to order at a kiosk.
Mm.
Wait to get your food, and there like wasn't anywhere to eat it. I brought sanitizing wipes with me and like wiped everything that I sat on off before I sat on it. But the airports are really empty. It's like really, really easy to get through.
Mm.
And they don't serve alcohol on flights anymore either.
Yeah.
Some airlines are, Spirit Airline is, but all the rest of the
Why
other
don't they
airlines I was on didn't have alcohol.
Huh.
What are you guys flying, Southwest?
Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the hub is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, our flight there is a red eye, so that'll be fine. I mean, we'll have eaten already. It's just gonna be like go on and fall asleep, and
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
easier to keep your mask on if you're just sleeping and not paying attention. But the way back, we'll just have to eat a bunch before, because we leave at like dinner time. We leave at 6. So
Yeah,
we'll get lots of those crab sandwiches, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought a sandwich with me to eat like
Yeah.
in the airport before I got on, because I had like a really long 6-hour flight or something.
And spring snack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really want to have
I have
snacks
to
on
go,
the plane,
guys.
because then I'd be taking my mask off, and I don't want to take my mask off.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna go. So nice to see everybody.
Yeah, nice to see
Yes.
you.
you, Jackie.
Yeah.
And to
Merry
Rachel.
Christmas.
Congratulations, Chip.
Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
Have a great trip.
Thanks.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bye,
It's
Mom.
so great
Love
to
you.
see you guys.
Hi, Jackie. Love you
Bye.
too.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Bye bye. The end. Oh, are we still here?
We've got to open some presents.
We're still here.
Yeah, we gotta do some things and stuff.
Yeah, we should start cooking.
Well, have you guys opened up your Christmas presents yet?
No.
Okay, well, you've got one Christmas present you can use on your trip.
Yeah. Well, we need the cooking thing.
Yeah, well, oh, I love that, Chip. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
You guys are so
Grocery
funny.
card in your gangsta wrapper. Here's the grocery card.
Oh, yeah.
The grocery card.
We all still love that one, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. I
Merry
miss you and I love you. Joan,
Merry
thanks you
Christmas.
again for the Zoom call.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
You can use it anytime. I'm sure you can get it anytime you want and use it.
Sorry, Stephanie, they just got off.
That's okay. Sorry I chimed in so late, but
Oh,
Merry
that's
Christmas.
all right. I know you're busy. You were busy.
Your cookies turned out so good.
They're amazing, Stephanie.
They didn't taste as good as I hoped, but they look pretty.
They didn't taste as good as you hoped.
Well, I made them gluten-free, so they were kind of crunchy and not so much.
That happens, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but the frosting tasted amazing, and especially the Christmas trees with the white chocolate on them. So
Oh, yeah.
that part tasted really good. But yeah, the cookies were just kind of, they tasted good. They were just kind of hard and crunchy.
Hmm.
Like they baked
Yeah.
too long, maybe.
No, you made them thick enough. You made them thick enough. I saw.
Yeah, I don't think I made them. I don't think I baked them too long because I only baked them for like 8 minutes in the oven at 350. So I think it's just because
Yeah.
they're gluten-free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Aunt Carol. Merry Christmas, Aunt Joni.
Merry
Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I miss you guys. I got your card, Aunt Joni. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. Yay.
Yeah, and the one that you gave to my cousin.
Michael to give to you.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep, I got that and I hung it on my Christmas tree.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You got a lot of cards this year, so yeah. I think it's cool to get a card. in the
So
mail.
what are you making for your Christmas dinner?
So I have some lamb steaks that I'm gonna make and season
Ooh.
some rosemary, some fresh rosemary and fresh basil. I bought some fresh plants the other day, so I'm gonna put some seasonings in there and not sure what I'm gonna have as a side dish yet, but that's my plan.
Yum.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, I almost did that, Steph. I was looking for some good lamb, but I didn't find any.
Yeah, I found the one I found was at Meijer.
Wow.
At Walmart, not Meijer.
Really? Walmart has lamb. Wow.
Yeah, it's all organic, grass-fed lamb.
Yeah, they still
Perfect. I would have never thought it.
I know, yeah, I was shocked too, but actually Walmarts around here in Mississippi are kind of like there. So they have like a lot of produce and stuff like that you can buy. So that's pretty cool.
So Carol, is your fireplace gas?
Propane.
Nice.
Yes, isn't that great?
Christmas.
So I can go to Walmart and and get it filled up. And just
Perfect.
yes, crank
Oh,
up my
that's
gas.
cool. I love
Walmart
it.
is actually very cool. Walmart has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I hate to say it.
Yep. Mom, Aunt Carol's fire reminds me of the ones that they have at Clavon's outside. You know, they're outdoor.
Actually, let me tell you, this one cost me $99 at Big Lots.
What?
Yes, $99 at Big Lots.
Wow.
So do you have Big Lots where you are?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
we do.
We do.
Okay. Floor model all put together. All I had to do was fit it in my car and call Mike to carry it out of the back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
Mike
bought
was in. Yeah.
a fire pit last summer. No, it was the summer before, wasn't it?
No, this summer.
Was it? It was during the pandemic. Okay, so yeah, and I was, since I'm buying a house in the city, I don't know if you can have a fire in the city, you know.
Yeah, you can.
But you can.
Yeah.
Those look great.
Huh?
Yeah, you have to have a pit though. You can't have it, you know, in the ground in your backyard. Has to
I'm
be
sure
in the
there's
pit.
a stipulation, Dorothy, where you're gonna live.
Yeah, it's got to be certain, diameter, and it has to be so much up off the ground. It has to have setbacks from any buildings. And you can't do it if your neighbors don't like it.
Oh,
Oh.
So,
Yeah, that's right.
but I could do something like what Carol has on my patio, though.
Those are
yeah.
nice
Work
that-
out.
I mean, and
She's got a
it's
cute
like
little
4
patio.
years old or 5 years old. It's lasted.
Oh, I love it because you got that little ledge on there to set your drinks on, and you don't have to worry about wood and the messing with the ashes.
Right, and it's also better for the environment, I think.
That's true.
Yeah, right. And just turn it on. Yeah.
It looks pretty warm too.
It's very warm. I don't even have it turned all the way up because it's too hot.
That's cool that you can turn it
Yeah.
on.
I mean, right there, it's like, ugh. So, yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh, but the most important thing is you have to go to Home Depot. Actually, these blue crystals in it cost more than the unit itself. You buy them at
Oh.
Home Depot, but they make it look blue. Ooh, it's like
That's
blue
pretty.
glass. It's very cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was hot.
That's cool though.
But I'm so happy that we're all like people who like to cook and eat good food.
Yeah, me
I
too.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm eating
Yep.
my dinner.
We're having it.
Oh, you're eating your dinner right now, Mary?
Did you see
Yeah.
my croutons?
You want to see?
Yeah, Aunt Joni, those
Oh,
look great.
Carol, Joan's croutons.
I thought they were potatoes at first.
Oh, wow.
Carol's sourdough bread. I made it.
Yum.
Ooh.
That sounds really
Carol,
good.
did you make your own sourdough bread?
Yes, I learned how to make sourdough bread. It only took me like 4 months to learn how to do it, but you have to make your own starter,
Make your own.
and that's the hard part. You have to
Yeah.
have a good starter that gets really bubbly, and starter is really like flour and water, and then the bacteria that's in the air.
Uh-huh.
And it's like homemade yeast.
Yeah, Susan does that.
Yeah, and then I also buy flour from a commercial place, and they send it to me in 25-pound bags, but it's artisan flour. So I don't know how to
Oh.
explain it, but when you cook bread with anyway, it's really interesting because yeah. It takes a long time to learn how to do it and to get the right ingredients. But yeah, right now I make some killer sourdough bread as long as my starter keeps on living.
That's what Michael said.
Oh, that's
I love
right. I gave
sourdough.
him a loaf. Yes.
Sourdough
Hot out
has
of the
less
oven,
carbs.
which is hot out of the oven is the only way I like to eat it.
Oh, it's really yummy, 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 yummy.
I like sourdough because it has less carbs.
Does it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's actually really good for your digestion too, for some reason. I don't know why.
Fermented.
Yeah. It was like the first thing that everybody was doing during the pandemic,
Yeah.
Making their own bread.
Yeah.
making sourdough. Yeah.
Oh,
Because you kind of have to learn how to do it. But Dorothy, when you're working 22 hours straight, you're not going to have time to make sourdough.
I know. I just got my Christmas cookies baked yesterday.
I'm
you finish
shocked
them?
you could do that.
Yeah. Do you want to see what we got?
So many.
Yeah, show us. Aunt Carol, what are you drinking?
Right now I'm drinking coffee, but I drank a whole bottle of Prosecco. So I decided I need to stop. Go back to coffee.
There you go. Yep. I had some coffee.
What
too.
are
I think
you
I'm-
drinking?
Nothing at the moment, but for dinner, I have this, what is it? My dad gave it to me for Christmas, but I can't remember if it's actually a wine or if it's a cider or what it is.
It's champagne, Stephanie.
Yeah, I think it's champagne.
Oh, perfect.
Cordon Negro,
Yes,
Grand
that's champagne.
Selection, Saba.
That's champagne. Yep. It'll be perfect with your dinner.
Yeah.
How was your
exactly.
trip back from Mississippi?
It wasn't bad. So the drive up was about 15 hours. But in the military, you can only drive 8 hours until you gotta stop, and you're not allowed to drive past 8 p.m. So I stopped in Nashville and stayed at a hotel after about 6 or 7 hours, and then up in Ohio, where me and my mom stayed at a cabin, and we went hiking at Hocking Hills. And then we saw Uncle Steve the next day after that. So it took me a couple days to get back up from Mississippi, but on the way down, it was really easy the way down. I only had one stop in Nashville because it's only 7 hours to Nashville from Michigan, and then from Nashville to Mississippi. So I made it in one.
Did everything fit in your new place?
Yeah, I didn't take that much stuff back with me.
Oh, I thought you did.
I tried to take everything, but some stuff just didn't fit.
Yeah. It's
Really
hard when
bad.
you have just a car to fit it in, right?
Yeah, mine is a little bit bigger than a car. It's like a kind of like an SUV a little bit, but it still was a challenge packed in there.
You have a Rogue,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nissan Rogue?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mom, let's see your cookies.
Okay, so I have, let's see if I can.
Oh, her. Oh,
Ooh.
I
What is
have
that poofy one?
love that.
It's a Grant.
Oh gosh.
It's a pecan nut cluster. And then I made some mint patties, a Ritz cracker dipped in mint chocolate.
Oh god.
And then I have my all my sugar cookies dipped in chocolate.
That's what
And I did this Christmas tree
Yep.
dipped in white chocolate with sprinkles on it.
Oh,
How did it
Oh
taste?
god.
My favorite one is the Grinch.
oh, that's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, what a great idea to dip it in chocolate. So much better than frosting.
They're
Oh,
really good.
yeah. And they're
Especially the white chocolate.
everybody really loves them. I do
They are
have
yummy.
some, I do have some that I saved, some of my sugar cookies that I saved for frosting that I was gonna do.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Joan's crab
those are
stuffed
great.
mushrooms.
Ooh.
Mm.
Joan's making stuffed mushrooms with crab. I want that recipe.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So,
Let me see, Joan. I missed it. Sorry.
I made
Ooh, look at
those crab cakes last night, and then I had this leftover crab, so that's a
Perfect.
lot of crab. I really stuffed them. Oh, look at that giggling.
Wait, let me see. Oh yeah. So Joan, what did you put in that? Did you have sour cream or what?
Mayonnaise, creamy cream cheese, spreadable cream cheese. Oh, you know what? I bet I forgot an ingredient. You know what would be nice sprinkled on top maybe is that smoked
Breadcrumbs.
smoked paprika.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
It's crab. I didn't put breadcrumbs in because we didn't need it. Parmesan cheese, mayonnaise, cream cheese, green onions, garlic, parsley, oregano. And I think I'm gonna put that smoked paprika on it. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, smoked paprika would be really good. It would give it that umami taste, along with the mushroom.
Yep, gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Do it, sister.
Yeah, and as I said, our brother Steve now has a beard. Have you ever seen him in a beard?
No, really?
Super good in it. Yeah, it's a shortcut beard.
Oh, yeah, that sexy kind.
He looks
Yes.
kind of like a yuppie.
Are you taking that over to Steve and Deb's?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I think that adding the cream cheese is like that secret part of the recipe.
It's got that. I didn't use Parmesan cheese. I used a blend, Assaggio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used a blunt.
Asiago and
Asiago. Yeah.
Reggiano.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if these, you know, like you won't be able to eat these really with a fork. Oh, you'll have to eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
They look good with
That's
the
my
smoked
kind.
paprika. I love smoked paprika.
Well, I was kind of wondering, I have some cremies and I was thinking about making stuffed mushrooms. So if I chop up some of the mushroom and I add, do you think I could do quinoa
Yeah.
instead of the crab?
I have a good recipe for farro stuffed mushrooms. That's really super good.
Ooh, what
Yeah.
do you put in it?
Goat cheese.
Yep, I
It's
have
really
that.
good with goat cheese and farro. There's some other things in there too. My mom and I have made them a couple times. I do like full portobellos usually though with it. It's one of my favorite recipes. So I think quinoa would work really well too.
Yeah, the thing about farro has that really wonderful toothiness to it.
Yeah, really good
And
texture.
Yeah, and I think I still have some farro, so I could mix the quinoa and farro. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
With
just
some
throw some
fresh
kind of cheese in there.
Yeah, with some fresh rosemary. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one, I can't remember what kind of seasoning is in it, but something fresh, some kind of herb. I probably have changed it up a couple times.
Yeah, but we can't beat Mary's cheesy potatoes.
I can't make those for Stephanie and Jackie and because they can't eat them, but I do try to make mashed potatoes without mashing them. Whipping them without any cream or anything in them so they can have something.
Yeah.
Doing all that.
Wait, we couldn't hear you.
I said, clean up, clean up.
Stephanie.
Oh, I was just saying it's definitely a challenge to eat good food when you can't have dairy and
Yeah.
Yeah.
like my
Right.
cookies, for example. You know, I baked them; they looked really great, and they're all gluten-free, dairy-free, and they came out crunchy.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just that we just need to get accustomed to something different,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
right.
Because that's what I have to do, get away from all the dairy and yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not
mean,
gonna be
there's
easy.
a lot of recipes that are still really good that are dairy-free and gluten-free, but
Yeah.
they're way different than just like a normal home cooked
Right.
meal.
It's a lot
And you're-
harder to do
And more expensive.
and more.
And more, definitely more expensive.
Carol, are you going to be going on a medication?
Yeah. Yeah. But it was really great that I had some good neighbors who gave me some great advice because I was able to switch because I already have a supplemental, because I'm old. I'm over
You have a
65.
supplemental
So
policy.
I have that kind of insurance, but I also have
Medicare.
so supplemental insurance for prescription. So I was able to change it. So instead of $1,000 a month, it's only going to be $120.
Woohoo!
Right.
So yeah. It's a medicine called Ozempic. And then, but I need to be totally gluten free. I need to be dairy free. I need to be.
You have to do that as well?
Yeah, you got to cut out. Yeah. Essentially, you're eating fresh fruit and vegetables.
I didn't know
And,
you had a gluten allergy.
No. I have type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so you can't have bread,
Okay.
that's gluten. Pasta, So it's quinoa, and fortunately I love oatmeal and I love flaxseed, but really getting, not eating much, the protein is fish. It's not even chicken. I mean, it's essentially just fish. So, and no shellfish. So my lobster tonight is my last. Yeah.
I've never heard of a diet like that. in
You
diabetes.
haven't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, that's the research that I've done.
Mm.
I've only talked to my doctor a couple times about it, so I have to talk to him again this next week. But I did all the research, and that's
Is he
essentially
an
what it is.
endocrinologist?
No, he's not an endocrinologist. But I did read that you should see an endocrinologist. But the thing about it is, I always thought my primary was really great. He never did the A1-2 test, so he didn't know. Too bad he didn't do. He did the sugar, so we could see the sugar was 126, which I thought, not that big a deal. I never looked at A1C.
Yeah, maybe you should have it done again. Maybe there was some issue with it.
No. He just didn't do that part of the test, which is the primary way you diagnose it, right, Mary?
You know, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
tracking your A1C is the way. And I was diagnosed with type 2 also.
Oh, you
But
were? I didn't know that.
But I was able to, get my sugar under control, so I'm not diagnosed as a diabetic anymore. So,
Well, that's what I need to do.
and keeping your weight under control is a good one too.
Yes, that's the number one thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I'm sure you're fine with that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So
You look good, Carole.
yeah, well,
Oh,
I'm not. So I need to be 135 and I'm like 165. So
You know,
Yeah.
once you get your knees fixed, you'll be able to do more exercise and stuff like that.
yeah, right. Yes. So I'm going to have a total knee replacement in February 12th, day
That
before
is-
Joni's birthday.
exciting.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yep. I'm excited about that. So
And
it's
you
good.
can do things with a physical therapist, which is, I decided to go all the way with my physical therapist because the doctor said, "Oh, you're fine, you can finish," but I didn't feel like I was ready. So
Yeah.
I said, "I'd like to go for another 2 weeks if you can prescribe it to me," and he did. I'm so glad I did.
After I tore a ligament in my ankle, I did physical therapy for like a year or something. It was a long time that I did it,
Yeah.
like twice a week. It helped me a lot. I mean, I don't think my ankles would be where they are now if I wouldn't have done the strengthening. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
important.
when are you gonna have it done? Are you scheduled?
Yeah. February 12th.
Oh, gotta write that down.
And I do it at a surgical center. So I come home that day and then Joni needs to get me to the physical therapist the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The next
Right.
that's what sisters are for.
therapy?
Yes. It's the day
Don't-
before her birthday though.
Yeah,
No, I meant it's the 13th, so it's after my birthday, so no problem.
yeah, and Michael's there too, you're like his second mother, he said.
Yeah.
But I'm
You
so
have-
happy he has you.
You're having both knees done, Carole?
Well, both knees need to be done. Yeah. I've actually let him go way too far. So he was surprised I could walk, but I can walk. So I must have a high tolerance for pain, but we'll see when we're going to replace both of them. They kind of go,
Yeah.
they go in one direction. So they both are crooked in the same direction. And he said, you very seldom see that. So my knees are swayed off to one side, to the right. Weird.
Huh.
But getting my, blood sugar under control, the type 2 diabetes, I think will help. So it's given me enough time. I got a month and a half. And my new insurance starts in a week because with Medicare, the end of December is when you can
Yep.
change.
December's, yep.
Yeah. So now
Yep.
for like $30 more a month, I have a prescription insurance that's going to cover everything.
I know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
right.
so worth it.
Yeah, and then I have
So worth it.
Medigap insurance, so the stuff that Medicare doesn't pay, the other
Yep.
insurance will pay.
Mhm.
But I am looking for a new job.
Oh.
So Chip hooked me up with a really good career, a person who goes and like redoes your LinkedIn and redoes your resume
Ooh.
and like, can help you do
Oh.
the letters and all that.
Cool.
But I'm still thinking about what Dorothy said, the last time about
Mhm.
small companies that need small nonprofits that need help with accounting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You should do it.
It's a lot of work to update all that stuff. That's a long time.
Well, it's a lot of work, and also you need to do it the right way because
Yeah.
now it's all scientific, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It really is. Like if I definitely got my job like partially because of my resume, like for sure. That was just, thanks for helping me with that, Joni. And I really like that website.
Oh, Joni's really good at resumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good resume site, right? Yeah, I like them. I like
Yeah. Yeah.
So Carol, are you talking about kind of like a headhunter type person that
No. You pay her, and she's remote. She lives in Florida, but she redoes your resume, and you can also pay a little bit more. And then every time you apply for a job, she'll help you with the cover letter and the resume.
Oh, nice.
So
Ah,
she's like senior level who knows everybody at every company who does recruiting.
Oh.
She's like, she helped Chip in the beginning, but actually Chip hired a person who her specialty is how to pass an Amazon interview. Can you believe it's gotten that like tiny?
technical. Yeah.
You know, if you want to get hired by Amazon, you have to do this.
Yeah, people do that with Google too. Like a lot of my friends work at Google and they spent months like training with people to try to pass the
Yep,
interview.
and that's exactly what Chip did.
Yeah.
It's called FANG, Facebook, Amazon, Google. I can't read. Is it Netflix? Anyway, it's
Wow.
right.
LinkedIn.
So it's a whole science. So she's going to help me, and you know, it also makes a difference what your LinkedIn looks like.
It really does.
Totally.
It's your online presence, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes I always thought that it was kind of, especially in the nonprofit sector, it's who you know.
Oh yes, it's so much about connections. So the number one thing after she and I talked, and I said, well, I actually have a colleague who works at this company, the job that I want. And she said, oh, that's the best ever. If you can have that person walk it in, you know, you get them to walk. And you're right, Mary, it's connections. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they look at your LinkedIn and they go, oh, I know Mary Smith, you know, I know Dorothy Gilpin, you know, as soon as they know that you know the same people, they can call. And I've had people call me, oh, do you know Gretchen? What can you tell me about her? Yeah, you're right, Mary.
Yeah. I mean, but I think when I went to get my new job, because I was in the 55 plus sector thinking, okay, I'm going to have to find something quick. And nobody wanted to hire me. I was too old, I think.
How did they know how old you were? From when you from your education days?
No, because they can look at your years of experience and tell roughly how old you are, even if they add 20 to it.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
You've got 30 years on your resume.
Yeah, but you can cut off those older years. Cut off those older years and don't put the year in that you graduated. Even though it looks like a required field.
Yeah.
You don't, but don't put in those old
I mean,
ones.
I'm going to retire from where I'm at. I'm not going to go looking anymore.
You're not?
I mean, no. I'm too close to retirement to, you know, do that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll move. I don't know.
Well, no, it's just they're older.
I'm kind of tired of working.
Well, I want to keep on working. Well,
like
mainly because I like to keep the lifestyle, but also I want to stay on the edge, you know, continue to be.
Because when we did that.
Oh yeah. I think that's a great idea.
But see, you're like already on the edge already, so, and you're very healthy, so that's going to keep you.
Someone in class was asking about that.
Well, I mean,
use
your sugar at 120 is not really all that bad.
126.
Age,
Yeah,
and the A1C at 64.
6.4.
6.4, yeah.
Yeah, 6 point.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
No, I mean, I don't really think it is, but I I'm usually anywhere between 120 and 135, but my pancreas doesn't work. The doctor did a test on me and found out that my pancreas doesn't make insulin anymore. It only is.
Well, and that's what I'm
operating at
thinking mine is.
65.
For my research yesterday, that's what I decided. I need to ask him to do that test.
Yes, you need to. I can't remember what the test is called though.
Yeah, I got it.
And Dr. Kramer had said that, we need to do this test, Mary, because we need to know if you need to go on insulin now because your pancreas isn't working. That's why your A1C is 7.8.
Yeah.
I mean, I went into the
7.8?
doctors and I was 10.4. He said, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
Nice.
Mary.
Yikes.
So, I mean, it was very scary and I was having all kinds of medical issues and concerns and problems. And he said, "This is what we're going to do." So I'm on Tresiba. I take it one time at night.
Oh, say
every day.
once a day. So Tresiba, I read about that drug yesterday.
I like that drug because it's 48-hour drug.
Do you have indigestion, diarrhea, upset stomach?
From
that
Tresiba?
medication? No, those medications can do that.
Sometimes on Tresiba, I do have a diarrhea issue.
Yeah.
But I think it's affiliated with the coffee.
Ah, okay.
Because,
Caffeine.
you kind of do tests and you can figure out. So if I stop the coffee, it's not so bad if I reduce my coffee intake.
Yeah, he mentioned about stopping coffee. So yes, I'm going to do the pancreas test. I already,
I can't remember what it's called, but then,
Suggestion.
and I got it back in like 3 days and he called me. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, if you want a cup of coffee, these are pretty good.
What is it?
It's a coffee replacement.
What is it made out of? It's beautiful packaging.
They're organic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's organic. Chicory, barley, organic stuff too. Organic barley.
Oh.
How do you spell the name of it? How do you spell it?
You can get it on Amazon.
Teeccine?
Yeah.
Right. Teeccine?
Yeah. Teccino. Tecino. Teccin.
And Mary, here's one other thing is start drinking Perrier or Pellegrino. So either start putting it in that coffee mixture because there's some kind of pick-me-up from the natural minerals that are in that. So I was able to get myself off of caffeine, and right in the morning I start drinking Pellegrino it's Pellegrino is what I drink.
Yeah, Susan drinks that. Isn't that what Susan drinks, Dorothy?
She drinks the Perrier.
Okay, so it's the same thing, but it'll give you that pick-me-up that coffee gives. It's not quite the same as that kick of the caffeine, but combine the coffee substitute with that, it'll help.
And what was it? Perrier?
Oh, well, Pellegrino is what I drink. They sell it at Costco. It's a lot cheaper there.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure they have it at Sam's too.
I really like lion's mane too for adding that into your morning regimen because that helps with your brain activity. And if you're like a person who's used to, waiting for coffee to be more cognitive, it works really, really well for that.
That's such a politically correct way to say. You're waiting for that to be more cognitive, which is what we call a caffeine hit.
Yeah, because that's what I am. Yeah, but there's a company, Four Sigmatic, that makes a lion's mane coffee. That's a really good, like if you're trying to switch over. Steph showed it to me actually.
Yes, Sigmatic is my favorite coffee.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
And then you can get lion's mane on its own too, but it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's the best. It's made out of like, well, I mean, lion's mane is mushrooms, but yeah, it's all mushrooms, all their coffee. They even have
Oh,
like,
it's umami, which is the thing that like you really are addicted to. That yeah, that little umami thing that yeah makes food taste so good. Oh, interesting. I'd never heard of it.
yeah, Four Sigmatic. They're really great. Check them out. They
Okay.
even make like
Oh,
a
yeah, I
hot
gotta write
cocoa.
that down too.
So nice
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
does it
And it's
actually
all,
have chocolate in it?
yeah. No, I
Because
can't remember.
chocolate, dark chocolate is a good thing.
Yeah, I love dark chocolate.
Mary, isn't that something that you can have? Is real dark chocolate?
Yeah, I love dark chocolate. Yeah. Yeah.
So having the cocoa in that would be helpful. I've never heard of it before. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check it
Good
out.
I'm
idea.
learning all this stuff today.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of scary. And don't you think so, Dorothy, having diabetes? I mean,
Yeah, I I don't really, you know, take a lot of supplements and eat everything organic. I love my fruits and vegetables, but
Definitely helps.
it's my big thing is the bread,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
because of the bread. So I just, check my labels. I try not to eat bread, but I really suck at it sometimes.
Well,
yeah.
because you make such good bread, Mom.
I know, right?
But why do we love bread so much? What is it about bread?
I think Mom always had bread with our meals because she could stretch the meal out so much
Yeah.
further. She
Right.
served bread at every meal, either whether
Yeah.
it be a biscuit or day old bread or muffins.
Or a hot dog wrapped in bread, or yeah, everything.
Yeah, because you can, when you're feeding a big family like ours, if you have more bread to eat, then you're not, and you can bread is inexpensive too.
And it makes you feel really full really quickly.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
yeah, I mean, it has I mean, of course, it's so bad for you, but I always thought that was why. I could be wrong, but I thought she did it to stretch out her meals further because that's what I had to do when you girls were little, living paycheck to paycheck. I had to
Yeah.
stretch out every meal as much as we could, so everybody
That's
gets
right.
one piece of chicken, but you can have 2 biscuits if you want, or, I guess that was probably bad.
Actually, when you think about it, Mom and Dad with 10 children did a phenomenal job.
I know it. How did they do that?
I mean,
things were
clothes, shoes, food.
I
Yeah.
know
But
it.
don't you think things were so much simpler before?
Well, yes, they were, but still, having 12 people to feed every meal.
I have to go to the bathroom. Just a second.
But not everybody was always at home at the same time either,
Well, that's true. I guess we weren't, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm pretty lucky here, knock on wood, that I haven't had any major health issues. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
try to be sensible, but I'm not popping 20 pills every day.
Yeah.
I'm taking my multivitamin and my vitamin C and my vitamin D, and I take my low dose aspirin every day, but that's it.
Well, I remember I was a freshman in high school when we became 10 children living at home. So
10. Oh, you were in the 10th.
I was a freshman in high school
ninth grade.
when Patrick was born. Yep.
You were going to Lumen Christi.
Well, we started out at St. Mary's and then we went to Lumen Christi. But I remember I was so mad at Mom and Dad for having another child because it was like, oh my God, this is like craziness already. It was so unkind. And, so that's what our meals were. But Mom and Dad did a fantastic job. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know,
So
look at how
many.
successful we all are.
I know.
Yes, and our children are successful too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, why are you taking an aspirin a day, Dorothy?
My doctor recommended it to help with, because diabetes affects your heart and
Yes.
all that.
Okay.
In your bloodstream. Mhm.
Yeah. and
Okay, so I'll ask my doctor about that.
I just keep taking it, even
Okay.
though
And 81 mg.
What is
uh,
that?
80 milligrams. 80 milligrams. It's just a low dose bear,
Low dose aspirin.
low
Okay.
dose aspirin.
Yeah. It just helps with your metabolism and
Oh, Joan,
Look
get
at
that
Joan.
out of
Oh,
here.
Joan's got her supplements.
but Joan, look how healthy Joan is. I mean,
Yeah, I'll tell you, last year, it was last February when we moved here, I decided I was gonna lose 10 pounds or more. And did. And I went from body mass,
BMI.
BMI from 26.9 to, I'm down to 16.3.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that was diet. I got rid of everything I had. And I started doing quinoa. We would have fresh foods, no bread whatsoever, cut out dairy, cheese, and stuff like that. But I was doing 2% milk and making sure I got 10,000 steps a day. Diet. So it was really a diet and exercise. And so now
Yeah.
I do the exercise thing. So
Yeah.
I'm always walking.
I can do
You know.
much
I
better
love
with
to
the
walk.
exercise thing.
Yeah, my
I
weight.
had about, I don't know, I think about 10 more pounds to lose. My doctor wanted me to lose. He told me I should weigh 153 for my height.
Yeah.
So, and I thought you were taller than I am, Carol. Did you say you were trying to get down to 135?
Yeah, I'm
Is that just because that's where you want to be?
I'm 5'6". How tall
Okay,
are you,
I'm only
Dorothy?
5'3". 5'3".
I'm
And my
fine.
doctor looked at this chart and he said, okay, you should try and get your weight down to 153.
Well, a lot of it is, not all of our bones are the same.
Yeah.
I have really heavy bones, so
Mm.
I don't know, or light bones. I can't remember, but anyway, yeah, it's 130.
Yeah, Carol, you and I are kind of built the same.
Yeah.
We're
mhm.
like,
Okay.
I'm the middle child and you're the top child.
I need to go take a shower, so I'm gonna say goodbye and Merry Christmas. And it was
Oh, bye and Merry
Yes.
the
Christmas.
12th day, and just because I'm leaving doesn't mean that this shuts down, obviously, because I left before.
Well, I
Thanks,
guess
Joan.
we shut this down, but
Yeah.
thank
Of
you.
Steve and Deb, take a picture of Steve and Deb at Christmas and put
Yes.
it on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them Christmas
Yeah.
hugs for me.
Yes, give them Christmas hugs, Joni.
Definitely. And if you ever want to use the Zoom thing, just let me know. I think you can use,
Okay, thanks.
All right,
set it
we'll
up.
do.
All
Will
right,
do.
thanks, sister.
Thank
Love you.
Love you.
Sister, love you. We're so
Goodbye.
lucky.